Yeah, you are the legacies. It is generic, yes. I mean, it needs lights and darks. Okay, whatever the hell that is with this.
Should I charge this?
Lucky Cloud and Dark Blade. It could have been Dark Hole if we didn't get scammed. God, this hand would have been so good going first. We might be able to beat it.
Nice. More masochist. Stop fucking recommending. That's why I still much prefer downloading and using my own, making my own mixes. Can't trust algorithms for shit. That. Oh, piss. Double up piss. We're not winning. I forgot. I saw Apple Mono was with the fucking thingy on my... It's a hyper aggro build. Alright, so relationship means you get bonus effects with a specific signy. What the fuck? When do I ever win anyways? With this deck. Feels like the tips of my hair fucking stabbing my neck, my nape. inequality in all, well that's the way of the world.
And this day I tip my glass, just tasting the wine of the vine divine. Should you face and all you desire, a fate awaits
Unavoidable.
You must pay a fitting price, the boredom too. Oh, that's part of the art. Kneel before my feet, go on, flatter me. You must beg for it, just obey.
Nice.
Then I wouldn't hesitate. Mercy that I hope, pity I bestow, even for your sword. Better entertain me, have a blast tonight.
There's no point.
Slowly till the end success, I'm thirsting more and more. Turn around, don't stop dancing away. Shabby dibby do impress, oh wonder why, oh why, one these days just stop rolling down. I never expected such a hollow dream out of nowhere. A dollar praise saved and sipped from head to toe. He was a storyteller. I'm home nobody, welcome back no need. All there's about it, yes she sold it all. One particular girl, loving a body, cage goes shining, held ever tightly. They say she's gone crazy, oh how foolish. Unrelated pleasures, a sordid tale of life. No lights tonight, a grim caricature. Too much for me, I'm sorry. What catharsis is there? Ridiculous, what a farce. Past is popping like bubbles, la-di-la-di-la. Oh, I could cry, I can't take all this joy.
Bruh.
Never run into trouble, do pardon me if you please. Look at me, I'm losing my mind. Smoothly tell me on success, so high and mighty now. Turn around, I'm ruling all the way. Shabby dooby doo impressed, but I wonder why, oh why this nostalgia tears me inside. Whose are these? These tears are rolling down.
Why isn't it just called Exceed?
Memento Mori.
Wait, what was the other piece they played? I think it was some kind of removal thing. No, that was Gabriella.
Day and night, we searched along the rails, hoping to find.
Right, I forgot these are out now. I want to listen to this one more. Want to use these, which I find very vexing, considering they don't have any defenses, and they literally lose nothing from using these. I mean, either way, can't activate Abyss Nostalgia. I forgot I swapped to that. Isn't that sweet? And all I can do is bluff that I'm not using Abyss Nostalgia. mean, I guess technically the problem here is I still can't use this turn 1. Because I might not get a blue. Which would be problematic. It would be better to just play a white defense. That means I don't really have a payoff to my blues anymore, which doesn't feel very good. Oh yeah, there's this thing, isn't it? Could be fun. Not a defense. Technically a defense. I lose the versatility, but I could play Sparkle World. But I don't think that's a good idea.
See inequality in all, well, that's the way of the world. And this thing that in my glass is tasting the wine of the vine divine. Should you face and all you desire will fade away, it's unavoidable. You must pay a fitting price, the boredom too. Oh, that's part of the art. Kneel before my feet, go on, flatter me. You must beg for it, just obey, then I wouldn't hesitate. Mercy that I hold, pity I bestow, even for your sword. Better to take me, have a blast tonight. Slowly till the end success, I'm thirsting more and more. Turn around, don't stop dancing away. Shabby dibby do impress, oh wonder why, one these things just stop rolling down. I never expected such a hollow dream out of nowhere. A dollar priest saved and sipped from head to toe. He was a storyteller. I'm home nobody, welcome back no need. All there's about it, yes she sold it all. One particular girl, loving a body, cage gold shining, held ever tightly. They say she's gone crazy, oh how foolish. Unrelated pleasures, a story tale of life. No lights tonight, a grim caricature. Too much for me, I'm on success, so high and mighty now. Turn around, I'm moving all the way. Shabby-dooby-doo impressed, but I wonder why I want this nostalgia tears me inside. Whose are these? These years are rolling down. Memento Mori. Every sin we cut along is now a warning on the wall. Every lie we amplified sears like curses into stone. Laying our soul on blinding stone. Let the trial claim its toll. This proving ground sounds a call at my gate. We carve the walls with every dying name. Those people who go an empty shell. Down this road we shatter hell.
Sure, certainly does suck.
Those marbled hands of the past, the broken kings, stumble down to fall apart. As if these cords are through the shattered heart. I took a vow to break that crown of dust. Now I plan to scream, be blessed.
して指先で転がし遊ぶ狭いカゴの中牙をむき続け合う二つの顔を持つ誰だってそうでしょ君は違うの夢見てないで君が何者でも分かってあげるから今は抱きしめるだけで花を探して景色を色づく
Weird.
私だけでも
信じおいてあげるわWould have preferred ancient Sphinx. Oh.
一切どきゅう余さずにグラファその命を夜べのすべてをしたなるジュースを器に余すものなく
I fucked up.
the sun was going down, nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its crown, when it fell as if made of sand. I stared at your photos when I felt alone. I sat in that corner waiting for a call. I danced with your shadow for so many nights. I dream of our future till the morning light. Now memories are fading into something real, like salt on a wound that's never gonna heal. I'm here in a place that should have been our home, and I'm sinking like a stone. I was there when the sun was going down, nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its crown, when it fell as if made of sand. I can feel you even though you're gone. I can feel you deep inside my bones. Your scent still remains on all my clothes. Plays tricks with my mind and I feel you close. I cry every morning in an empty bed. You dwell in my heart, can get you out of my head. Lost in a place that you don't know. I'm sinking like a stone. I was there when the sun was going down, nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its crown, when it fell as if made of sand. There when the sun was going down, nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when the hope lost its crown, when it fell as if made of sand. Bullshit. At my feet, far and the storm and the snow and the mist, struggle inside, help me gain insight.
Feel my world being on and on that waxing wave should be stand firm. Sailor, sailor, try to never
dancing nevermore. Hear, oh hear, for the voice trapped in me. You're playing every color practically. Why are there so many greens? There's definitely a payoff to their greens. Forgot about the freeze part and her ability. That's really dumb. Fuck me. It was all planned. Why did they... Reading, I guess. sun is swaying by the trees, on the water silvered and blue. My reflection gives me misery as I stop to think of you. You believed in me, the dream we see, and my wish to someday come true.
I will fight for you, and yes, I will come through. Through our skies
Filled with memories
of
days brighter than blue.
all my life, I will fight for the glory of God and the vomit to you. As I hold you in my arms, I'll shut tight, won't let go. On this journey, we're together forever, and so forgive me for betraying the promise I gave. When strong, I know I have you. The dark in my mind has vanished and gone. This curse no longer be. You have saved me once, and I have learned to return the favor indeed. Of the miracle you gave to me, all the love and trust you keep. Until we meet once again one day, keep the light shining through. I will be no fool, I will follow through for you. Through our skies filled with memories of days bright and blue. All my life, all my might, I will fight for the glory of God and allow me to you. As I hold you in my arms, I'll shut tight, won't let go. On this journey, we're together forever, and so forgive me for betraying the promise I gave. I'm strong, I know I have you. The dark in my mind has vanished and gone. This curse no longer be. No more weaknesses, all my promises, black and white memories circling my head. Colors coming back, now they can't be this forevermore. Never ever again. So forgive me for betraying the promise I keep. I am stronger when I have you, I'll take the leap. We will fight against the evil that curses this land. We will bring back what was small and sacred to men. When I hold you in my arms, I'll shed tight, won't let go. On this journey, we're together forever, and so forgive me for betraying the promise I gave. I am strong, I know I have you. The dark in my mind has vanished and gone. The curse no longer be.
Memento Mori.
Shaken and framed, they come undone. The seams that bind my fragile heart. So much regret, I just can't change. What if there's no turning back? Oh. lost, I search for the light in me, wander in the starlit sky. Oh no, I'm talking to myself again, and it's all me whining, I'm still the same. Just one step of strength to go on ahead, that's all that I'm wishing for. It's telling me not to cry, a star glowing bright, if you're really here inside of my heart. A glimmer's all I need, so shine your light, show the shape of this way unfolding world. Where did they go, the list of blooms I know that I'm supposed to do? Flustered, I fail again, just tangled up in regret. Slowly I traced every word of every thought handed to me by someone else. What if I let my heart, my body and soul take in everything and keep moving on? I've always been so scared and lost, frightened of flight. I don't even know all the feelings I hold, the hurt I withhold. Gonna push right past and go, 'cause I don't wanna just stay the same. It's telling me not to cry, a star glowing bright, and it's really here inside of my heart. A glimmer's all I need, so shine your light, 'cause it's scary here alone in the dark. It's telling me not to hide, a star glowing bright, gonna try and give it all that I got. I hope that you'll stay with me, watch over me. There's no turning back, and that's why I'm here, the star in my heart.
Shit, I think I'm dead.
Memento Mori.
As I walk through the ashes of what I used to call my humble abode, in what used to be all my great home, to what's full of glee, now remains a sad melody. Little voices crying for help lingers in my head like a haunting lullaby. Fire that burns, these echoes of screams, scorches my heart with grief. Bitter tragedy I can't escape from, plagues me like a deja vu, and day by day I have to live through, knowing that I lost.
Why would you do that?
It's an infinite cycle of sorrow, wishing you back in my arms.
I suppose that does work.
In this empty and ruined backyard, you used to run around peacefully. I remember so little laughter scattered through the lush scenery. Why did it become
They knew I had to serve it. Why else would I not activate Code Ancient Sphinx? That was a total jank fest. I don't know how to feel about this. I think I'll play with it a little longer. It feels like it might be better to just focus on being more offensive rather than doing all this. And just having an attack-based thing that sends the trash. Smoke darkness through the sky,
and this anguish within me ignited, spreading uncontrollably. Since everything is taken away, might as well ravage through. If this is what it takes to avenge you, time to let it burn in flames.
I don't think there are any Signies with life bursts. At level 2, any two level 2 white Signies with life bursts that do removal. If there is, it's probably a blue archive because obviously blue archive needs to have everything.
Memento Mori.
Raging wind, while your visage fades away, where the world lies in pieces at my feet. Fire and the storm and the snow and mist, struggle inside, help me gain insight. Feel my growing on and on that waxen wing. Should its hand flow, sailor,
Huh.
nevermore. Hear all the voice from within. See myself in your eyes that's colorless. Visions, sparks, and emotions run through me. Struggle inside, help me gain insight.
Feel my crowding on that waxen wing.
Should this heaven fall, sailor, nevermore. Hear all the voice from within.
That one didn't have a life burst.
When it feels
there's a thing that lets us discard blue cards. Yeah, it's vanishing type removal, which I don't quite enjoy. Rather, it's not ideal. And besides, we're really not struggling when it comes to the damage department.
青くれう月がかじかむ森を照らし出す。そこに遥か秘められた誰も知らない舞台があるの。
Can I open a single game with a servant? Watch, I'll be up against fucking hand loop blue, and then I'll draw all of my servants. Oh, I'm going first. Well, it is hand loop.
信じてみよ
したくないの求めていないのそれでもまだ My wish is to end this world 取り戻したい未来壊したい世界あげ出したいクロスする I wish you not fly 光と闇の先重なってまた夕がつくよ会えるよ終わるよ I like you see your smile 線と線の先で絡まった運命だからこの声が聞こえるうちにTo watch me I was there when the sun was going down. Nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its crown. When it fell as if made of sand. I stared at your photos when I felt alone. I sat in that corner waiting for a call. I danced with your shadow for so many nights. I dream of our future till the morning light. Now memories are fading into something real, like salt on a wound that's never gonna heal. I'm here in a place that should have been our home, and I'm sinking like a stone. I was there when the sun was going down. Nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its crown. When it fell as if made of sand. I can feel you even though you're gone. I can feel you deep inside my bones. Your scent still remains on all my clothes. Plays tricks with my mind and I feel you close. I cry every morning in an empty bed. You dwell in my heart, can get you out of my head. Lost in a place that has become unknown. I'm sinking like a stone. I was there when the sun was going down. Nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its ground. When it fell as if made of sand. I was there when the sun was going down. Nothing left to be held in my hand. I was there when my hope lost its ground. When it fell as if made of sand. Every sin we cut along is now a warning on the wall. Every lie we amplified sears like curses into stone. Lay my soul on grinding stone. Let the trial claim its toll. Disproving ground sounds a call at my game. We carve the walls with every dying name.
throw an empty shell
Down this road we shatter. The smuggled hands of the past, the broken kings, tangle bound to fall apart. Death is flying so blue through the shade. I took a vow to break the thread of this. May our greatest dream be blessed.
Why are they hesitating? Well, that kinda sucks. Damn. What a fucking top deck. I am the top decking god as well, apparently.
Chained onto me, my adolescent dreams, pulling, crash me deep. All my body exposed, marked up by your shadows. Heightened on the senses, no fairness is needed for pigs. Laughter so hard, playful smiles, guide gets from. Bathed in sorrow, my sorrow is stowed upon your flesh. To the last of your kind, to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
What is a deck? Nothing but a miserable pile of staples! Have at ye! Imagine a format where you have no staples, because you can craft no cards, open no bundles, buy no structure decks. Imagine a challenge run where all you have is 80 random Yu-Gi-Oh cards and your own will to survive. Could you win even a single duel on the Master Duel ladder? If you can, you'll be rewarded with one additional pack to add to your collection, plus whatever legacy.
はい、1P 左側が結城選手、2P 右側がキーくん選手となりました。なんか
The heck? Why are you setting up for an ass?
お、打った2連鎖の11個消し対するキーくんも2連鎖の11個消しで
いい対応ですね。これ持ってる選択肢の中で最適な対応したと思います。
The only reason you do that is because you know your opponent very well. They're both metagaming.
somewhat 最後に来るという展開でしたので、これはねまとめきるのはね無理でしたね。
はい。さあまたなんかお互いいびつ。おっと
これはしかしどうだ。青黄色、そうですね、これは赤紫でなんとか打ちますがつながってるね。
最大火力の選択がうますぎる。
6連鎖。さあお邪魔4段返しましたね。これ最後見つけましたね。
よく見つけましたね。あれが最大火力でしたね。
さあしかし2連鎖に
That was incredible interaction. Ning. Holy crap. Man, it's depressing to see that it's a year ago. And the actual tournament for Puyo Puyo Champions or esports. Let's watch like a game. Let's watch the first
初
game.
戦はこれはパピコかレオネコ選手。
準備が整ったようです。それでは行きましょう。ぷよぷよバトルスタート。
Nice, 2 green
さあ
hairs.
始まりました。記念すべき第一戦ですね。
Standard GTR setup by the looks of it.
左が
Yep.
1P 側が
Meanwhile, the other opponent has something a little weirder.
失礼しました。
Oh, an early game 3 chain, forcing the opponent to do their chain early. So they end up losing the interaction, so that didn't seem very smart from them.
反撃が決まっておじゃまぷよ
But it's first to 5, so plenty of time for mistakes and learning the opponent, seeing how they respond to things.
5本選手ですもんね。
Should have just built normally there, in my opinion, and just tried to outchain, but obviously outchaining is a very risky strategy most of the time.
つなげると消えるぷよぷよですが、このね、ただ消すだけじゃなくて
People who don't know the game don't know how to play it. The people who do understand the concept of chaining believe as long as you can get big chains, that's all you need. Ooh, Hellfire! Oh! Punishing the overcommitment there with a great read. I didn't even see that.
としてはね、ペースがつかめてないので、はい、試合展開握りたいなというふうに考えていると思いますね。
ちょっとでもリラックスして。
Mr. Satan's doing real good right
さあ、
now.
なるべく大きな連鎖をした、要は連続で消す連鎖をしていった方がいいんですが、
2 chain
大きな連
harassment.
鎖を組むだけだ
Don't
と
think
ただ
that
大
does
きい方が
anything
勝ちってなってますね。
considering
なんで今この小さな
the shape
2連
of their
鎖、2
build.
連鎖、2連鎖とお互い打ち合ってますが、
Firing off with their
こういう2連
own,
鎖とかを挟
again,
むことで
also
対戦相手を
practically
邪魔する、大連鎖を組む
does
ことを邪
nothing.
魔するというのがぷよぷよの、
Firing off the main chain.
の要素となっています。 さあこれは
It's an 8.
パクコクラスが大きな連鎖を
Can they beat
組み
this?
ます。さあ対するレオネコはちょっと連鎖の
Oh my god, a very
戻
fat
ってしま
8.
ってここで連鎖落ちますが5連鎖で止まっている。
That is not enough, it
これは
cuts.
ちょっとね不
Oh.
本意ですね。本当はもっと右の方まで展開したかったんですが、
いやこれは悔しいですね。
積みすぎてしまって
3 to
なかなかこう
0.
連鎖のなんていうんですかね、思った通りに消えないっていうこともよくあるんですね。
Ooh,
な
all
ので
similar
ただ闇雲にたく
placements
さん
there
積めばいいという
until the
わけではない
4th
んですよね。
Puyo
ちょっと考えて積み
set.
進めます。
はい。さあ、
Okay, firing off the harassments again. A sign of a very weak player when you just fire off random harassments like that. Although by the looks of it, they did notice the weakness. They did clean it up quite nicely. And now they're the one on the back. Ooh, they gotta clean this up and fight off a 5 chain, that's it. Yeah, they gave up, they knew. Or, not 5, 7, I'm good at counting.
4本連鎖になりました。
Match point.
レオネコがもう今の7連鎖に対しては7連鎖以上返さなきゃいけないんですけど、ちょっとねお邪魔ぷよが降ってしまったことで連鎖の構築がめちゃくちゃになってしまったので諦めてなってしまったという感じですね。さあこう後がなくなってしまった右側のレオネコ。さあここはねちょっと動き方が難しいですね。大連鎖を組めばいいというものではないので、さあパプコフカそのこの3連鎖の同時消しが強い。さあレオネコここで大連鎖を
3
打ちました。
chain.
そう
Fired off with their own. Oh no, wait, that's the whole chain. That's it. I don't think they can build something back as they fire off their own counter chain, which is objectively just bigger. Jeez, this guy likes setting up fat chains. Absolute wreckage there. Holy crap. Let's watch one of the later rounds.
勝利をしたのはパピコピカソ選手ですね。
Here we go.
やっぱり
りスピードクオリティさすがのト
Shirt.
横言えばもう2連鎖必要です。優勝してますね。
一応3年連続で、でも去年一昨年と僕デイ2よりも
Interview I only barely understand.
よろしくお願いします。こちらね。
Let's just get to the poppin'.
この辺りがトーナメントに出演の選手が Day2 に進出となります。
はい。いやそうなんですよね。
はい
ただコメント欄にもありましたけど、いきなりすごいカード。
そうですね。
来てますね
お互いプロ3連覇
参りましょう。ぷよぷよバトル
スタート。
Start!
さあついに始まりました。ぷよぷよ部門の Day1 初戦ですね。一般の部の初戦が始まりました。
はい。
左側ワンピ
Standard
ーが
GTR build for both
ツ
players.
ーピー側がともくんとなっています。さあお互いに小学生の部でもね結構見えたことでしょう。 GTR 組んでますね。
はい。
GTR 組んでいる色が違うのでお互いに形が違うわけですが、ただやることは
I guess they call it GTR as
まずは
well.
仕掛ける。
Doesn't
3連鎖がチャルメラーが打って
kinda doesn't make sense. Great Tanaka Rensa or GTR for short. Shouldn't it be like Gureto Tanaka Rensa? I don't know. Sugoi Tanaka, Saikyo Tanaka Rensa.
11連鎖ダブルだと足りないですね。もう1連鎖、横言えばもう2連鎖必要ですね。
Right, wonderful gameplay there. I have no idea how it ended up being like that, but incredible. I was too focused on wondering about the GTR namesake and origin. Awkward pieces here for the GTR, but both of them have their bottom half set up for the most part. Ooh, a big fat one chain. It's gonna be problematic. Another 2-chain follow-up, and yeah, that kills them.
2本連取となりました。0対2。
まずは1本というところ、チャルメラー選手。
はい、ちょっとチャルメラー側がね、今逆手に取られと言いますか、うまく攻め込まれてしまいましたね。
Bottom half set up for both.
攻めなさすぎてもダメですし、攻めすぎてもダメという絶妙な塩梅をうまく、はい、これは調整する必要があります。
その駆け引きが難しいんですよね。
はい。
The previous game and this game are examples of how you should properly do. Because you don't want to immediately fire off harassment. Typically, you want to at least have your bottom half set up. That way you can attack with actual threat. Because if you just attack, your board's empty afterwards. Now what? Like, it's never worth it.
画面上部での2連鎖ダブルは非常に
Alright,
強いです。
their main is blocked up. They have to rebuild that. Do they have... Oh, they're just... No, that's a 4-chain that cuts, and yeah, that's uncontestable. Incredible. I guess when you're really good, huh? There's like really great reading from the Satan player. Why is it always the Satan players? Or Dark Prince. Whatever. Like, blue player, the fish guy, I forgot his name. Looks like he's mostly just playing on his own, like he's not looking at the opponent's screen. No, that doesn't cut. That's the main chain. They built it really fast, so... But it was only a 7. I thought it was like an 8. Are they gonna be able to build something to defend against this? Because this is way bigger. Powerful 10. Yeah, no. Match point.
4本連取のともくん選手を止めるには何が必要なんでしょうか。
そうですね、隙をつくというのが1点ありますけど、なかなか難しいですよね、それは。さあ、ちょっとともくん側が GTR じゃない
What competition, though? Like Jesus, I definitely won't be. I definitely won't be able to. I definitely can't be competing here.
さあ、このタイミングがいいです
All
ね。
right, harassment.
チャルメラに大連鎖を打たせることには成功しました。
Firing off the main chain in retaliation because it doesn't look like their chain's in a good position at all. All right, all right. Will this be a comeback of the century?
まずはチャルメラ1本取り返しました。1対4。
はい、こっからですよ。まだわかりません。
さあ、5本選手、ともくんが1勝にリーチをかけています。さあ、チャルメラ側、これはフロン積みと呼ばれるフロンプロがね愛用している積み方ですが、
Riveting commentary from the two other
そうですね、
MCs.
緑の L 字、赤の L 字が特徴的
That's
ですね。
sarcasm, by the way.
さあ、対するともくんは GTR。 さあ、ここからお互いに細かく仕掛けていきますが、さあ、チャルメラはここで4
yeah,
連
no
鎖に
GTR
対してと
from
も
the
くん
blue
は
player.
もう十分積み切ったので大連鎖打っていいでしょうという判断で打ちました。
Oh, damn, that is the
しっか
full
りと右
chain.
手の大連鎖発射と
Ooh,
もくん
that's like an
選手。
さあ、チ
11.
ャルメラこれまとめ切りたいですね。青
No, it was just a really
黄色
big
で
fat
プラス1連
9.
鎖付け足しました。
Okay,
これは見
how
事
how does this work?
うまく残ってるプヨを生かしてですね、1連鎖付け足すことに成功しまし
While
た。
I'm still reading how the chain works, this guy's already building. They already know it's possible to try to fight back.
そんなに入っていない。
An 11.
30個ちょっとしか返せてないんですね。
Oh, that's how that works.
大
Incredible.
連鎖を打つチャンスがある。さあ、6連鎖ダブルからの7連
A
鎖。
7 counter. Oh my
あと
god.
緑1個でチャルメラもセカンド打ってたんですが、これはともくんに軍配が上がりました。
はい、1対5、この勝負勝ったのはともくん選手です。おめでとうございます。では、前の方に
I need to
出
see
てい
more.
ただいて、お互いに一礼を交わしていただきます。
連鎖を打たざるを得ないので本戦打っていきますね。さあ、まずこの本戦を打ってる時間を生かして連鎖を
Holy crap, it's a long game. It's a long game
固まっ
one.
ちゃったんですよね。かすみん選手は栃木なんですが、
はい、そうですね。
福岡、熊本、鹿児島と。これ
That jawline is really common in Japanese men, isn't it? I swear I see it a lot. I see a lot of
整
it.
ったようです。では見てまいりましょう。ぷよぷよバトルスタート。
さあ、ということで 1P 鹿児島
Hey, Steel, I'm already rooting for the jawline
熊
guy.
本県代表松となりました。
GTR from both sides.
さあ、抽選に関してはですね、細山田さんが引いたら
One who sets up first is the yokai guy. I don't know his name
偶
actually.
然なんですけどね。
はい。
そんなことあるんだっていう。
さあ、先に動くは流れ1連鎖の同時消しでお邪魔ぷよ1段。この
How is that a full row? That doesn't make
う
sense.
まく解消するか。
I'm pretty sure it is slightly randomized for 1 to 2 chains.
6連鎖まで
Oh,
に
it
して
cuts off to just a 6 chain. Did they read that properly and react? Or did they fire off the full chain?
大連鎖を打たざるを得ないので本戦打っていきます
That's
ね。
the full chain. Maybe they read it and decided that the full chain's their only form of retaliation. No, couldn't fire it off. The blue was right
決
there.
めました。まずは1本地元流選手が取っていきました。
これはちょっと今の松選手は恵まれませんでしたね。
色にね、
はい
恵まれないシーンっていうのがどうしても出てきちゃうんですよね。
4分の1で来るものが 4.5 手引けないっていうのがなかなか確率としては多分 20% とかそのぐらいなので、
うわ、もどかしい。
はい、非常に低いところが当たってしまったって感じですね。さあ、先に
They were so
動くは
close.
流れ、さあ積極的に仕
It's
掛けて
okay,
いきますね。
it's just the first round.
さあ、対する松は2連鎖打ちますが、そうですね、先ほどの試合も結構松側が防御ディフェンシブな 6連鎖を打ってたので、結構それ警戒してますかね。さあ、流れこれは
Taking full
4連鎖だが
advantage.
どうだ
They have to fire off.
2連鎖トリプル
Even
の
if it's
3連
not
鎖トリプル
ideal,
4連鎖
it is a very
さあ、そ
powerful
れをして
4.
流れさっさと6連鎖
But
打っているのが
it's no match for
7
the
連鎖に
bit.
対し松大連鎖打ちますが、これは4連鎖だと
Cutting off a lot in a single chain in a singular pop. Oh, perfect clear! Oh my god!
しかも
There's no
全選手
contesting
フィニッシュ
that.
でした
Yeah, just move on.
1対0、2ポイント練習しているのは流選手です。
はい、全消しが取れるってことはそれだけ連鎖の効率
Ooh, perfect clear start. Oh, I hate perfect clear starts, especially when it's a 2-chain perfect clear. Oh, just firing it off. Okay. Canceling each other out. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. The one who triggers first is usually the one in the lead, obviously. Speed is still a very important factor.
見たことあります。試されるような展開も多いんですが、お互いにこれはフラットにしました。さあこの1連
That's why people have all sorts of speed techs. Oh, they topped out, overcommitted, and pieces weren't working out.
たね表情。
Hate to see it.
あ、操作ミスでした。画面最上部で早く置こうとして。
Made even more awkward by the fact that it was a perfect clear start. That's just how it is sometimes.
上部だと 0. 何秒で動かさなきゃいけない大変なんです。さあお互い
Anyway, yeah. Speed stacking techniques like wall jumping and double rotations, which is a little more intuitive than fucking wall bouncing. Who discovered that? And was that intentional game mechanic? Oh boy, firing off the main chain, trying to build as fast as they can. Are they gonna make it? They need a green. There it is. Fire it off. Now blue player needs to be able to build and fire back.
これ松選手お見事ですね。残る行方が1個しか残りません。
Powerful 12 chain. That is just a 5 chain in retaliation, which is not gonna be enough, but they will survive. And as long as you're alive, you're not dead. Ooh, that Hellfire does it though. Very well built Hellfire. Super quick. That's what separates the pros from the hoes. They don't just know how to build big chains, they know how to build powerful harassment attacks as well. And of course, they can read when the opportunity is right to go for whatever they need. A powerful attack or a big winding chain. Firing off the main chain here, that is like a 12 chain. Still building here, it's an awkward place and they were forced to cut the purple back, they need more. Alright, they just need a green, they got it, alright. This is what people typically expect of high-level play, but as we've seen from the previous games, it's not always like that. Powerful 12, countering the opponent to measly 10. Incredible. I guess it's all about stamina here.
最初ねリードしていた流選手の展開でしたけれども、追われる展開というのもなかなか苦しいですよね。
They're like Hindu people here.
勢いは今ちょっと松選手にあるかもしれないというところなので、結構ここのね防げるかどうかポイントですね。さあ1連鎖、さあ細かく動きます。対して流れ2連鎖。
Oh, Hellfire. That kills them if they didn't respond.
2連鎖トリプルに対応すると4連鎖を打ち切れて
4 chain giving 4 whole rows reduced to 2. Awkward position for both players now. It's all about who can capitalize. The one with the more awkward position here is blue, considering all the garbage. And yeah, there's no coming back from... Oh no, wait! No, okay. Okay, well they are still alive, but set up for another Hellfire here. They just need the purple. Oh, it gets blocked off! Oh my god! Full chain! Full chain and they don't have anything set up! Okay, no, yeah, that was just a 4 chain. Oh my god!
流選手大ピンチかと思いきや形勢逆転でしたね。
Column 4!
ちょっと松選手としてはね、あれでとどめが刺せるという算段だったんですが、流選手がその読みというか手を上回れて作れてたので、いやもう本当にもギリギリでしたね。もう0コンマ何秒みたいな差で。
It's like Masu there, the CL, the red player. They were gonna do a Hellfire on column 4 with a red Puyo, but then it gets blocked off by a singular garbage Puyo. Oh, that's it, that's game.
さあ5対2、この勝負勝ったのは流選手です。おめでとうございます。
では前方に出ていただいてお互いに一礼を交わしてい
Not
た
a
だき
fan
ま
of
し
how
ょう。
RNG
お疲れ
dependent
様でした。そ
the
れでは
games
ご
can
ご覧くだ
can
さい。
sometimes end up
この
being.
勝負勝ったのは流れ選手でした。おめでとうございます。
はい、おめでとうございます。
Dude, I can't stop watching.
以上あるんですけども、
はい
ちょっと
That's already game. There's already one game off. Maguro and the harpy lady whose name I don't remember.
対戦です。左側 1P 側に宮城県代表カグー選手、右側 2P 側広島県代表イサナ選手の対戦となります。
Kagu
お互いかな
and
り似た形の GTR ですが、やはりちょっと攻撃的なのがカグーでいきなり仕掛けてきましたね。さあ、紫が欲しい。紫が欲しかったんですが、
ooh,
3手出ました
incredible
かね。3手で紫の
harassment for murder there.
6割以上あるんですけども、
They were high up
不運かなといったイサナの
and had nothing.
ただね、そのカグー選手の積極性がものになりました
So
ね。
they fired off an unreactable 2-chain
攻めをされ
finisher.
るとイサナとしてもやはりプヨの数が多ければ多いほど対応の卓って広くなりやすい
It
ので、
sucks, it's frustrating when it happens, but this is how competition
対応
is.
が難しくなってきますね。その分、カグーとしてもリスクのある攻めにはなるんですけど、そのリスクを恐れずにうまく1本目決めてきましたね。
You shouldn't be too attached to your big chains. You should just focus on winning.
打たせることに成功しましたね。さあ
There are no points if you win with a big
さ
chain.
あ青ハッカにした。いいですね。青ハッカにしたところでこ
In
の
the end, it's all in your gaming
ゾーンが来ること
fundamentals.
で連鎖を完璧に伸ばしていました。
Sometimes.
これはカグーとしてはセカンド
Both of them fired off their chain.
形がいいぞ。カグーセカンド
When it comes to big chains, it's always better to to fire it off later than the opponent. That gives you time to build up a bigger one to counter.
さあどうなるこれ。
And sometimes in high level plays, you get ping pong matches like this, where one side finishes their chain and then they fire off their counter chain and then just counter chain after counter chain after counter chain. It seems like this counter chain war is over though, with the clear winner being the harpy lady person. Oh, that was a top out.
見事ですね、カグー選手。
この辺りはやはり早めに連鎖が打ってたことと、1本目のファーストの連鎖が効率が悪かったのが逆にプラスに働いてましたね。ファーストの効率が悪いってことはプヨがいっぱい残るってことなんですけども、そういっぱい残ったプヨに対してイサナの本戦ハッカーが遅れたことでいっぱい残ったプヨを最大限伸ばすことができたのが勝利になったところで、ちょっとカグー
Have
の
to
対
fire
応
off
が
something. A hellfire to counter it.
完璧ですね。
A quick counter that even sends garbage back their way, punishing their attempts at harassment.
フィールドは結構綺麗なんですが、やっぱり
This is why you don't just harass randomly. You will get punished. Firing off the main chain here, it's a 7 or 8. It's an 8. Powerful 8. Oh no, it's a 9. No, it's a... Okay, yeah, it's just a 9 and couldn't manage to find a way to counter it. And so they finally take their first game here.
1つ2つだったら結構来るんですけど、3つは引けるまでかなり時間かかっちゃいますね。さあ全く同じ形。
わあ、本当だ。この辺からちょっと変わってきましたけど、
形としてはお互いかなりいい形で。
It's a puzzle fighter that's very much it's the table tennis of puzzle fighter games, Puyo Puyo. That's why it's my favorite, because I like table tennis. Big power move here. Are they gonna be able to build anything for it? It's a powerful 10. Here it comes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, a 12 chain, and yep, that is. Alright, we've evened things out. It's a very close game here between these two. These two are both very, very powerful. We finally had a somewhat close match. We'll see if it'll stay that way. They're both capable of well-timed harassments, and they both can build really big. The biggest chain possible with the board is 23. In practice though, you typically don't get there because pieces have to practically be perfect to get to that point. And in a competitive setting, you're not gonna be. There aren't that many rounds and not that much opportunities to try going for something so pointlessly risky. So on average, you see upwards of 9 through 11 chains. Here's a 7 chain though, slightly below average. Definitely gonna be beaten by this really fat one. Very fat 9 of their own, and that is a 4 chain that's not gonna be enough. Blue player maintains their lead.
なんとかつながっていた形でした。3ポイント目を取ったのはカグー選手。
カグイさん。大きいですよね。イサナとしてはかなり有利だったところを手放す敗北になったので、この辺りでスポンサー差広げられるとかなり嫌なムードが漂ってきます。ですね。ただイサナ形はいい。形はいいが、ここから先ほどまでと違う展開に。
Sometimes you see people do one chains that sometimes give garbage to the opponent and sometimes not. Those are typically just burns. I guess if we're using classic Tetris terms. Sometimes the RNG just isn't nice, and you have to burn some lines so that you some puyos, so you can build something actually competent. 2-chain harassment, firing off a 2-chain of their own that compromises their board, a 3-chain rather, but that's a lot of garbage to chew through as long as they can capitalize on this quick enough. Here is a 4-chain. Does that finish it off? No, they managed to build through with a 3. They live. Both sides are in an awkward position, but the one with the initiative, considering they're the one that attacked first, is the red player here, the Maguro. Alright, a 6-chain. Holy crap. And it was a GTR setup too. No, it was 7. But there's an 8. Oh my god. The boards just look like a mess for me there, but both of these players goes to show how good they are. And even the commentator didn't point it out, so how much do they even know about the game? Maybe they're just here on because they were requested to.
おそらくイサナの形がぐっちゃぐちゃになったんで、あれもう連鎖打つの無理でしょうって言ったところで、おそらくカグーも打って、その結果イサナが思った以上に回収がうまかったので、カグーは裏をかかれたといった試合でしたね。
Cleaning up, firing off the main chain. Perhaps that was a misread. They are definitely getting punished for that. It cuts off. Was that intentional or was that a mistake? Feels like that was pretty much just a mistake. Firing off their own chain. Is it enough? They're fighting for their tournament life here because Kagui-san is match point, and that's not enough. That's it. Well played on both players. Holy crap.
さあこれで5対3、勝ったのはカグー選手です。おめでとうございます。では前の方に出ていただいてお互いに一礼交わしていただきましょう。
Dude, I can't get enough.
それではお席にお戻りください。リッキー選手、まずは
とても結構よろしくお願いします。
頑張ってください。ではスタンバイを吸います。
お互い選手にブクド選手からかなり じゃないかなと思いますね。
This is just day one pools by the looks of it.
左側 1P 側に
Already some
北海道
incredible
代表
competition.
そして右側 2P 側に兵庫県代
That
表
kind of
スイマ
setup
選
there
手の
is
対戦となります。
スイマ選手メリー土台
Soima doing.
同じブロックのピコニアプロがかなり得意な土台として有名な
ソイマさん
なんですが、扱いは難しいんですがうまくいくとかなりスピーディーに連鎖が構築できるのが強みです。さあ2連鎖に対してブクドの対応めちゃくちゃいい。この4連はスイマはそうですね打たざるを得ないので、あとはブクドがここからどこまで伸ばせるかちょっとむずいぞ。ちょっと必要量が多い。しかもスイマの連鎖があんまりね長くなかったのが逆に功を奏しましたね。ブクドは青だったかな。青が1個
Taking the first blood here.
その青が
Dude, I love double same piece starts when you're usually just building GTR all the time like me. I guess I should explain. This setup here of 4 of the same color and 3 in an L shape like this is known as the GTR setup because it sets up your side. It allows you many options to set up for both the side and for your extension at the top. Like obviously if you put another color that isn't yellow or green here, and with this case purple, and then a yellow on top, they've extended even further though for a harassment play. Cutting intentionally. And then of course they have this Y shape plus another GTR-like setup that you can mostly freestyle if you know how gravity works well enough. Alright, evenly matched here. Taking a point right back. BCD. Done.
伸ばしがありましたが、そのあたりはおそらく修正できる実力を持っているでしょう。
But there are forms you can study. Similar to how there are forms in chess, there are openers in chess you can study, but can for the most part also freestyle and learn naturally. As long as you've got good enough understanding of how board games work.
もうブクドの反応が良すぎて自分のフィールドを崩すしかなかったんですよね。その崩すしかないっていうところまでブクドは読み切って、崩れてるんだったらもうこれ打てば勝てるっていうところを
I myself personally studied all of the various chaining forms and practiced them, so no matter what piece sets I get, I'll always be able to build the things that I want. But of course, I also eventually had to learn how to freestyle. Sometimes there isn't a natural form and you have to just wing it. See that setup there? They GTR'd into a GTR, which is beautiful. I always love it when that happens. Not very easy to do. Powerful 13 chain. Is that bit, are they able to contest that with this? Considering they fired it off themselves, it is just a chain war. It is a 12 chain, which is obviously smaller than a 13 chain. BCD running away with their lead right now. Similar piece placement, you love to see it. Alright, not anymore. Hellfire. Firing back with their main chain. They don't have anything here, so if this pulls through, then they do just lose, and they wasted their time with that Hellfire, which... Yep. Nice, perfect clear. Flex.
いやこれは悔しい。このでも悔しさを巻き返すような試合が見られるでしょうか。ここ大事ですよね。
Alright, match point now with BCD. Is a comeback imminent or what?
めちゃくちゃ綺麗ですよ、スイマー。連鎖日まで完璧に入っていて守備力も高い。
Building big here, no one trying to attack the other. The commentator's curse, I guess. Oh, is that it? No, no, no. They're breaking it. Oh, but here comes a follow-up. I think that's the main chain. Oh, they also fired off their... No, it cuts! It cuts! Let's go. Suimo still in the game. With those powerful attacks. Theirs cut as well, but theirs were stronger. That was intentional. Just so they could attack their attack could pull through a moment faster.
フロン積みを組んでいてちょっと形が苦しそうだがこれはちょっと今嫌な場所に振ったおジャンプ1連鎖がブクドの1連鎖がいい場所に刺さりましたこれはどうだでかいぞブクドが緑が引けるか赤消しちゃった
More chain, oh yeah, that's it, they don't have anything.
なんか消えた系ですね
Their trigger was locked off, they didn't have the correct colors. Alright, and we're trying to take it back here. Will they take it, or will the Lady of the Void? Ooh, powerful Hellfire that blocks off their whole chain. And here comes a 4-chain finisher. Will they be able to fight back? That doesn't look like it. And they throw in the towel. Alright. 最終ラウンド Intense. This is the most intense match we've seen thus far.
構築をかなり制限されるかもしれないですが冷静ですねきちんと組めていますね相手からまた速攻が来るかもしれないと思って積みが崩れてもおかしくない展開ですが
Beautifully clean builds from both sides. Very flat and everything.
ただやっぱ警戒してますねブクドこの4連は今飛び込んだ
You do prefer flat builds. Purple remains open for a follow-up there. But they also had the follow-up. They need purples, they're not getting it. Here's a 2-chain that's practically forced. Main chain! Oh no, it's just a 4-chain for them, but yeah, this is main chain for Suimo. Alright, an 8-chain, and here's a power 5, and that's not enough. Nicely done. BCD looked like they were getting away with it, but in the end, the better player is always the better player.
さあでは前の方出ていただいてお互いに一礼を交わしていただきましょうお疲れ様でしたではご講談ください
I should just go now. I'll watch more of this on my own.